Welcome back to It's Tool Thing. Today with another tool haul and little comparison video. It's actually a tool haul over the last 2 weeks because I've had this light picked up last weekend actually. Just didn't get around to it. But I picked up one of these. It's going to be hard to put in frame here where I'm recording at. But it's one of the underhood lights, Milwaukee M12. I don't know if this will... It's actually fairly bright. Let's see here, where's the mode button? The battery's also low in it. But that's enough of that. Looks like it's bleaching out pretty good. It's usually pretty bright. It's M12. It doesn't have any provision for be able to hook it up directly to regular voltage, 110. Unfortunately, that thing, I think that would be a nice feature to have had. Obviously, I got lots of batteries, but it would be nice to be able to have it just plugged in when it's convenient instead of having to use a battery. I don't know if you can see that there. It's part number 2125-20. It's actually in pretty good shape. I got it with this battery here is 1.5 or whatever it is, short battery, CP style battery, and an M18 charger actually. It expands pretty wide, probably pushing 5-6 feet. It's in pretty good shape all in all. So I'm excited to use that at home probably. I've been trying to figure out somewhere else I might be able to use it, but haven't figured anything else out. The other thing I thought was interesting, if I can show that very well, but actually, you can remove this thing and actually use the hook and hang it too in certain scenarios. So I ended up picking that up for 90 bucks. That was a pretty good deal for the whole kit. And then set that down. And then I actually picked this up for a guy at work. He had a kind of interesting torque wrench. He's had it since before he's been with us. But it was a Craftsman torque wrench, and it was a click style torque wrench, but it had a digital display on it. So you would actually set it digitally and then use it, and it would click like a normal clicker style torque wrench that you would manually spin. But the other day, I think the gears gave out in the head. So he asked me to get him another torque wrench, and I knew there was a whole bunch of them out there. In particular, he said he wanted a beam style. He would like to get a digital, but he doesn't use a whole bunch of 1/2 inch, so he was fine with one of these beam style ones instead of a digital. So I picked up this Icon. It actually claims to have a lifetime guarantee, though I was looking at the paperwork and I don't see it was still in the box. It says it's 92, like I said, it says a lifetime guarantee. What else does it show on here? 40 to 250 foot-pounds, but it was still sealed in the box at a pawn shop, which I've been seeing a lot of Icon stuff. I'm assuming it's just running out the door or something, but it's been through the pawn shop, so it's free and clear at that point. Once it goes through I think it's 30 days here, and down in Oregon where I usually do a lot of the shopping, in Vancouver too, I think too, but I'm not exactly sure on the Vancouver stuff. I know they got to hold it. But like I said, it's brand new in the box. Figured we'd do a quick comparison. I'm kind of curious what the lifetime warranty covers. I'm assuming it just covers the gears or something, which would be nice in its own right, just because if you do strip out the gears, it actually does say 92 there. I don't know if you can see that on the thing. But I don't know if you can hear that, but it is pretty fine. It's definitely finer than any of the Snap-on ones I have. I'm sure it's finer than the CDI one that I have, but it's actually not here. The handle feels pretty firm. Not a big deal, but just what I noticed. He said the range on it is 40 to 250. Compare it to the newest Snap-on one that I have. You can see that in the frame there. There we go. It's about an inch longer. It looks like a fairly similar design. I'm sure they're copying the design pretty well. The one thing I noticed was the amount of flex in the head is not the same. As you can see there, it's a pretty tight gap. So you're only getting, usually I think the snap-ons are 5 degrees. I think that's what they allow. If I can get both of those in frame here. I don't know how that comes on camera exactly, but there's definitely more flex on the snap-on. You can even see where it contacts the actual head itself is a little further over. But yeah, there's definitely a little more flex on it. I haven't actually used this one. It's not mine. The guy that I got it for, I think, is in training this week. He certainly wasn't here the day, or he would have come over and got it for me. And then compared to this older snap-on one, it's even, this older snap-on one's, let's see if I can get that in view here. It's another 1/2 inch or so shorter. So now we're looking about 1.5 inches, maybe. Yeah, about 1.5 inches or so. Which this is the one I use out in the shop truck most of the time at this point. Same thing, 40 to 250. And we'll check the flex out on it compared to this one too. So I think he's going to be happy with it. Like I said, it's a brand new unbox, so it should still be on the factory specs, which I can show you that too. The paperwork's in there. Once again, the flex is slightly more on the older snap-on. The head's pretty snug on this one too, which is kind of nice. It doesn't just flop around, which none of mine do on the torque wrenches. And they do have an actual bolt on this one, where the snap-on one is a pin. The new snap-on one's also a bolt. Ended up picking this up for him for $75, like I said, new in box. Thought it was a pretty good price. There was a whole bunch of torque wrenches out there. Quite a few of the icons. Even saw a snap-on one, digital one. I didn't send him a picture on it. No, I did actually take one, but I think they wanted like $450 or something for it. And I didn't think he was into spending that kind of money. I'm sure he'll want one at some point, because he'll just end up buying this one, and then if he gets a nicer one, he'll take it home, I'm sure. But here's the calibration clockwise. I don't know if you can see that very well. There we go. I think it's pretty clear. Plus or minus 4%, 68 degrees. So it looked like it was pretty dang close. They set it at 50, got 50.09. 150 got 52.23, and 250 oh, excuse me, I'm not reading that right. The center column's the actual reading, I believe. Well, it's still about the same thing. So that's good to see that it's been tested, and it did come in a decent looking case. I do like putting in my toolbox. I don't normally put them in the case, but in the shop truck I normally put them in the case just because more chance for damage rattling around. The toolbox I don't feel, especially maybe a digital one I might put in a case, but a manual clicker, they're a little tougher than the digital ones. That's the reason I don't go with the digital ones. I do actually have that one Cobalt digital one that I bought specifically for checking torques on things, to see where they were at before I take it apart. Basically an inspection thing. But I wouldn't have bought a torque digital one for everyday use. I just can't seem to get used to them, and I do prefer these beam style. So yeah, I picked this up for $75. Got the Milwaukee light for $90 with the whole kit, battery and charger. And that was all I picked up this weekend. I'm curious to see if he likes it. It definitely has a finer gear in it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment down below. And as always, have a great day.